Hello folks and welcome to the Movie Man channel. It's James here. You might wonder why I've not got a cup of tea there. And the reason is I've actually already drank it. And the reason I already drank it is I filmed this video already. I went to clear some space on my phone so I could process it, and I accidentally deleted the video, even out the recycle bin. So I'm filming this for a second time. So hopefully I can recapture the essence of the first video. So today I'm talking about my movie charity shop hunting pickups that I've got from Amazon, a couple of gifts, and also a little trick that sort of worked on my Blu-ray 4K player, but it doesn't really. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. So the last week and a half or so, I say I haven't got many pickups. And the reason I haven't got many pickups is, to be honest with you, budget's been tight. So I didn't want to spend money on movies when I had other essentials to buy. And I actually cleared out about 30 or 40 Blu-rays from my collection and took them all down to CEX. And there were movies that were sitting there and they looked really nice on the shelf, but I hadn't actually watched most of them. And they'd been sitting there for 2 or 3 years, and I was like, am I actually ever going to watch them? And would it be better if I put something more positive in the collection in that space? So I decided that that's what I was going to do. And I went down and I managed to get myself a £210 voucher. And I had £40 already, but that voucher's all gone for another reason. So I'm actually out of vouchers. So I'll show you what I collected. And I say I was being selective up until yesterday, because it was payday yesterday. And you know, when you're in the shop and you're thinking, I could take that, I could take that. I sort of done that. And I probably shouldn't have. But I didn't spend a massive amount of money. Okay. But I still sometimes wonder. Right, so we'll start off with what I did pick up in some of them. So I picked this one up for a massive 20p. It's Grange Hill, Series 1 and 2. And I was speaking to Roy and Larry about this, and I was like, I don't think I've seen what Series 1 and 2. I think I watched it when Zamo came in. And I think that's season 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, something like that. But I didn't actually know his name's Todd. What's his Todd McCarthy? McCartney. Todd Cartney was in Grange Hill at all until years later, after I'd seen him as EastEnders as Mark. So I thought, you know, for 20p, might be quite interesting to see these first 2 series. And there is a total of 6 discs in there. All in great, 5 discs in great condition, and they do put a bit of good effort in the artwork in these, don't they? So I picked that up for 20p. Not next, because these aren't in any particular order, but I did pick up this set here of Married with Children. You don't often see that out and about when you're in the charity shops and things like that. And it also says includes the infamous Lost episode. Now, there was a episode of this that was banned in America because that Mary Whitehouse managed to get it banned.
Didn't know that.
And I think this is on this set. So for £1, I thought, you know, why not check it out? Let's see what it says. It says, there goes the neighbourhood all over again. Al plays a great character. So does Peggy, Bud, and Christina Applegate as well. What's Christina Applegate's name in that? Kelly. The TV tabbies instead of it. I'm just trying to see which episode it was missing. I wonder. Plus the infamous Lost episode. So I don't know which one that is, but I'm pretty sure she got it banned. But for £1, that's not too bad. In the previous video, I distracted Cookie with a breadstick and he was climbing up in his cage with it. But now he's just sitting there being a pain.
I'm sitting on my phone.
So we got those two. Next, before I got rid of all my vouchers, I did actually see this in the charity shop and picked it up. And I've been watching a few westerns lately, and I will probably do a weekly watches, but I don't watch as many movies as Roy and things does. They put 7 or 8 a week.
Yeah.
I'm maybe 3 or 4, so to do a whole video talking about 3 or 4 probably isn't enough. I'm cataloging them on Letterboxd. If you want to, follow me there, it's Movie Mad 1. You can see what I have been watching. But I will talk about them. I think I might do it, every 2 weeks on there. And I will film a weekly watches one in there. But me and Roy and Larry will talk about westerns. This one was in the CEX for £8. Heaven's Gate. A lot of people said that this ended this director's career, Michael Cimino's career, because the movie was so bad. But a lot of people have said it's actually not a bad movie. So I thought, while it's there, pick it up and I can watch it. And I said that with my 40, I was wanting to rebuild my collection with quality. Now, to do that, I really have to watch more movies. But when you've got work and other duties and things like that, you can't always watch everything all the time. So, the ones I've got rid of were more horror, slasher type of things that I wasn't going to watch. This one, I probably will. No, I definitely will. But when I get to it, it's a different matter. So, nice release with a Blu-ray and a DVD in there. And Chris Christopherson. So I picked that up for £8. What's next? Oh, next, Larry sent me this one here. He sent me this one here. I knew I was getting one sent because I'd asked him to pick it up for me in a CX, and I'll explain why that is in a minute. But he's included this one, and I think he's included it. Larry can tell me in the comments if I'm wrong or not. I think he's included it because it's got Naomi Watts in it, and Naomi Watts is the actress in The Ring, and I really like that movie. So this one's a bit of a thriller, and it's got Daniel Craig and Rachel Weisz, and it's a triple play, so it must have the Blu-ray and the DVD in here as well, and it does, and a digital, but that's not going to work anymore. So he's picked that up for me, and that's really appreciated, and he's added that in a bonus into the package. I believe it's a thriller where there's a mystery and they're trying to track down about something that's wrong with the house. So it's a haunting, creepy, it's a creepy movie, I think, which I do enjoy. So the one that asked Larry to pick me up in his local CX was Superman Returns, and it was £1. And I have got Superman Returns in my Superman anthology box set 2006 up there. But the reason I asked him to pick this up is because I'm considering getting rid of the Superman anthology up there. And the reason I'm considering getting rid of it is I've got Superman 2 and Superman 3 on 4K. And Superman 2 has got the Richard Donner cut, which is the main reason I got the box set up there. But I didn't have a copy of Superman Returns, and for £1, that will go on my shelf, and I can probably get rid of the whole box set. But I don't have Superman 4 yet. But does anybody really need Superman 4? Well, I'm saying that, but I'm not going to get rid of that anthology until I've got it. And I'll probably get it on 4K, and it'll show up in one of the CXs, and it'll be a reasonable price, and then I'll get rid of the anthology. But as always with CX, check the state of the case. Old cash converter sticker, it's just grimy, and I'll probably just change that out for one of the ones. I say I've got space and I've got things, but you can probably see the pile up here in the corner. But all of that is actually going out to other people, and I really need to apologise because I'm supposed to post stuff and I'm really bad at it. And I'm really sorry you've not got it yet. You know you'll get it eventually, but I just haven't done it yet. So I'm really sorry about that. So I'll change that case on Superman Returns. And speaking of changing cases, one of the cases that I was getting ready, I think it was the Hunger Games, because I got the 4-disc box set and I could put that all together. Had a red case, so I put it on Negotiator. I think that looks really good on the Negotiator. But it's a red cover as well, and that's a great movie as well. But I thought that looked really good, so that's gone back on the shelf as well. And in those 2 Blu-rays, Larry sent me the replacement disc for The Fall Guy, because Larry sent me The Fall Guy as a gift. I've watched it. I thought it was a really, well, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I just don't think it was a great movie, but the 4K was in they said the 4K is actually in the Blu-ray case. So if you got the Blu-ray, you managed, and you do enjoy 4K, then you got the 4K as a bonus. But they did send out the replacement disc to Larry because he asked for him. So he sent me on the Blu-ray disc, and I've popped it in the case there. I was actually thinking about just trading in the Fall Guy Blu-ray and just keeping the 4K, because I like the 4K copy, and would I be happy with the cover? But I'm not quite sure yet. I don't think so. I'd really like to do that with gifts. So there's the Fall Guy, and the replacement disc is here, but it's a bit loose, so maybe I need a triple case if I'm going to do that. But I'll keep it like that for now. Hope they can see this in the shop when I'm doing that.
It is, but I can't see a bunch of far back. I mean, I can't see, but
that's because you're blind.
I know I am.
Was that in shot down here?
Yeah.
That's all right. Okay. Professional as always on the Movie Mad channel, as you know. And as I was saying, all of those I got, apart from Married with Children, yesterday. And then I say, after karate class, I decided to go to the charity shops and have a look, because I could do that because my wife was off, and normally I have to get back for the dogs, but because my wife was here, I didn't have to do that. So I had a look around the charity shops, and this is where I made a few mistakes in my collecting, and I'll talk about them in a minute as we go through them. Oh. Before the charity shops, the charity shop ones are there. Before the charity shops, I forgot to mention this one. Larry again sent me, I say this channel is definitely sponsored by Larry. Larry sent me a copy of G.I. Jane, and I watched that right away. Picture quality on it was excellent, by the way, on the Blu-ray. And there was trailers on it, because it must be an old 2000 movie. And I seen the trailer for this Mark Wahlberg film called Invincible, where it's a true story of a bartender who's about 33, goes for a trial for the NFL, and he makes it. Or he makes something like that. And I thought, I'm going to get that. But I looked it up on Amazon, and it looked like it only had a region A, and it was pretty expensive. But then for some reason, it said in the used bit that they had it for £4.87 delivered. So I thought, I'm going to take that before somebody else does. And I did. And it came. But when I put it in the player, it did come up saying it was region locked. But I heard this wee trick on Panasonic UB820s. Mine's a 450, where you press stop, and title menu, and it bypasses the region coding. And I done it on this disc, and it worked. Now, this is definitely not a region-free disc, because it comes up and saying it's a mismatch. But if you do that, it bypasses it, and you can watch it. And I started watching it. I just watched the first bit because I was just trying that out. And I was curious as to whether it would work with all region A discs, but I tried it with a couple of other ones, and it did not work. So it only worked with this one on there. But again, nice thin case. So that's a good one. That's a good one. And I thought that it says, inspired by the true story. 30-year-old bartender is about to become NFL's most unlikely rookie. So got that one. And let's say the charity shop I got a few, and this is where I make my mistakes. So, I had a little bit of money, maybe £20 or something. I thought, let's have a look here. Usually I don't find that much, but this time I found a few things. And maybe because I was doing that, I found a few things I was a little bit distracted. I had From Hell with Johnny Depp in my hand, but when I got to the counter, it didn't have the disc in it, so I couldn't get that. But I did pick up Nebraska for £2, and Roy says it's a great movie. It does say on the back it's got the guy from Better Call Saul. Is that Bruce Dern? It's not. It is Bruce Dern, and his adult son embark on a journey to claim $1 million prize. It seems a bit like Twins without the comedy. So I took that one, and it trades him for £2, so if I don't like it, I can always trade it. Next one, I picked this one up, and it does say it's region A locked. So I don't know when I'm going to try open this and try that trick on it, but it is Richard Gere, Dakota Fanning, and Theo James. And Richard Gere's a great actor, so I picked that one up, and it was The Benefactor. Basically, Richard Gere's a philanthropist. Those two, Dakota Fanning and a partner, return to town, and they start to become friends. But I think he asked if they start doing more and more creepy things. So I'm going to open that. I think it might be time for a region free player for me, but costs. So you've got to be, just to watch 1 or 2 films. It's probably not that. I'm exploring that possibility. Next, I picked up True Blood, season 6, and I picked this solely for the purpose of trading. £3 trades for £5. That'll get a £5 voucher for me to get me so closer to something that I do want. Because there's actually a raft of 4Ks came into my CX, and there is a few I might like, but I'm only going to do it. I'm not going to go into CX and pay money. Pay £15 for the 4K. If I've done that, and I've done that 3 times, that'd be £9, and I get a 4K for £9. That's how I work. I try and get my stuff that way. So True Blood, complete 6 season, just going to CX. Next, I thought I made a mistake on this one, and it's Closer with Julia Roberts, Jude Law, and Natalie Portman and Clive Owen. And I thought, and this doesn't have a UK Blu-ray, I don't think, and I thought I'd made a mistake with this one as well, but it actually turns out to be region free, so that's pretty good. And it's about some couples interacting. I'm sure that's about every rom-com you can describe, isn't it? It's a romantic and very dangerous love story, it says. So there's a bit of an edge to this one. And I thought that's why I'll take it. Plus, it was a nice thing. Okay, so I said I was going to be more selective, so I really need to watch these movies to do that. So many movies, so little time, And this is where I made my big mistake. I picked this one up. It's in French. It's called The Spanish Apartment. I thought I might be able to eBay it, but it turns out it's only in the French language. Now, I did say when I picked up all these at the charity shop, I did ask them for the receipt so I could take it back in if something like that happened. But, you know what? I'm not going to go back to a charity shop and ask them for £2 back. It's not only is it more hassle than it's worth. Oh, I might. I don't think so. But it's charity, isn't it? So I'm not going to do that. So that's one of my mistakes. So I did that. So I think I spent about £11 in total. Maybe 12. And the last one I picked up, I'm going to be honest with you, I have no interest in it. It's Woodstock, 3 Days of Peace, the whole concert. He does watch this in the Omega Man, doesn't he? When he goes to the cinema and sits and watches Woodstock. And there is some quite catchy music in it.
That was the 60s, so it would be.
Yeah. He goes
in the
in the Omega Man, yeah. He goes and sits and watches Woodstock repeatedly in the cinema. I think it's so he can not feel less alone. But I just don't think it's for me. So I've just popped that one on eBay, and I'll hopefully get a buyer for it, which will return a few pounds to the pot, shall we say. It's a nice 2-disc set. I just didn't really think it's for me. But there you go. Woodstock on Blu-ray. Who'd have thought? So I hope you've enjoyed my Sunday afternoon chat. If you have any thoughts on any of the movies, and I suppose there is a bonus about re-recording this. I didn't actually drop anything last time because I dropped all the movies on top of my 4K player. And that didn't happen in this video, but I suppose that's maybe a good thing, shall we say?
And Cookie kept quiet.
He did keep quiet. So maybe I should do second takes all the time, but no, I think my first video was more natural. Or more natural than this one anyway. So I'll leave you to it.
For you.
I hope you enjoyed the things. If you do fancy subscribing, I'd appreciate that. And if you do like the video or dislike it, whichever you want to do, put your thumbs up or thumbs down on it. Either way, if you have any thoughts on any of the movies I picked up there, let me know in the comments. And I say, Larry, if you I say appreciate all the things that you've sent me, and I was about to say that it's always nice to receive gifts, but the Fall Guy one is a good movie. I just don't know whether I'm going to keep it or not, and I hope you're okay with that. So thanks very much, guys, and I'll catch you later. My chair's moving by itself, look. See, all those ones up the top there, they're for sending off, they're just not done. Sorry, folks. Bye.